What is up, guys? So my girlfriend just bought this 2009 Nissan Maxima, and both the rear doors don't lock. You could press the key fob, you could press the lock button, and nothing happens. The front doors work, but the rear don't. So if you take this somewhere to have it fixed, they're going to charge you between $200 to $300 per door. And if you're anything like me, there is no way I was paying that. I knew it was probably a simple fix, which it turned out to be, and I'm sure it's the most common issue. So if this is your problem, you can fix it for $5 a door. So let's get into it. This is the door in question. Now, I've actually already fixed the other one, so we just have this one left. Before you do anything, you're just going to want to pop the hood and disconnect the negative cable from the battery, otherwise you'll drain the battery while you're doing this. I included how to take my door apart, but every door is going to be different. Generally, they're pretty similar. It's just a couple bolts and a couple connectors. You might need to pry a panel off, but they're usually plastic tabs, so just take it easy. Maybe look up a video of how to take your door panel off. Once you have it off, you're going to want to peel back this snotty stuff, and we're just going to stick it back on later. Zip out a couple bolts. Those are holding your actuator in, and this is the actual piece that we're after. This is what controls and pushes your locks open and closed. And if you took this to a shop, this is the part that they would replace. So I looked this up on eBay, and for my model, it costs like 90 bucks with shipping for the replacement unit. But the actuator isn't actually broken. It's the motor inside that stops working. So that's what we'll be replacing. We have to open up the actuator to get to the motor. So mine only had one screw in it holding this metal piece on. Just use a flathead, pop everything loose, and there's about 1,000 little plastic tabs. So just take your time. You have to unclip them all at once in order to open it. And just be gentle. Everything can pop out of here and it's a nightmare to get back together. But now that we have it open, you can see the motor, and this should just pop right out. This is the actual piece that's broken. I looked these up on eBay, and they were only $10 for a pair. And all you got to make sure is that the shaft is a similar length as yours. Mine was 22 millimeters, and that the connectors are in the same spots. So this corkscrew should pop right off, and if you can see there's a flat edge. My new one didn't have that, but it's the only ones I could find, so I figured it would work. So we'll head over to the workbench, and we're going to Dremel this down to give it a flat edge. So I mark it, use the Dremel, and it's close enough. All you need to do is get the corkscrew back on. And there you go. You're going to want to take the new motor, pop it in place, maybe clean the connectors before. And then nice and easy, put it back together. Pop all the tabs back. And once you make sure it's all back together how it was, you can hook it up and test it at this point. And what I found actually on mine was that it would unlock when I hit lock and lock when I hit unlock. So before you put everything back together, you're going to want to check this, and if you have the same issue, it's a simple fix. You just need to switch the spots of these two wires in the connector that goes to your actuator. Get a little flathead, pop this tab off, and then in order to get the connectors out, you need something like a small pick. You can reach in there, and there's just a metal tab holding it in, and if you press down, it'll pop right out. Do that to both of them. And then just switch their spots. What this does is it reverses the polarity going to that motor and makes it spin the opposite way. I have no idea why this motor spun opposite as all the others, but now it locks when you hit the lock button. So that's pretty much it. Now you just have to put everything back together, put your snot back in place, put your door panel back on, and rehook your battery. Make sure to tighten that down. Now you should have working locks for $5 a door. Boom. Another simple fix to save you hundreds. I hope that helps you guys.